So we're going to review how to solve equations. Here we have a multi-step, variable on both sides, ugly looking equation. This is almost as ugly as it can get. I don't see any fractions, but this one has it all. So remember, the first thing you want to do is find that equal sign, and if it helps you, draw a line, and remember that helps you separate the left side from the right side, okay? Because this equal sign, we have to keep it balanced. We have to keep the equation balanced between the two sides. First step, distribute. I see distributive property here. Remember, that's a number outside parentheses, and here and here. So I'm going to copy the 2. I'm going to distribute this 5. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is 15. Then I'm going to distribute, this is a negative 3. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4 would be positive 12. Then bring down my equal sign. I'm going to copy the x. 2 times 2x is 4x. And 2 times 4 is 8. So we distributed. Next step is clean up. What it means here, this is where you combine like terms. So I look, you do this on one side of the equal sign. So this is done on the left and the right. So you look on the right, I see a 5x minus 3x. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Then I see a 2 plus 15, that's 17. 17 plus 12 is 29. Bring down my equal sign. Over on the other side, I see an x and a 4x. Remember, there's a 1 there, so 1x plus 4x is 5x. And I bring down the plus 8. Alright, so remember, with each step it gets to looking a little nicer. This is not near as scary as this or this. The next step is, do I have a variable on both sides of the equal sign? So here's my equal sign. I have a 2x on the left and a 5x on the right. Remember the general rule is to move the smallest one. Not always, but that will often work. So we have a positive 2x. How do I move that? I subtract 2x. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I bring down the 29. 5x minus 2x is 3x. And I bring down the plus 8. I finally have this nice little two-step equation. So at this point, sometimes it'll just be a one-step equation, but this time it's a two-step, so we're going to solve the two-step equation. So I find my variable. I have plus 8. My inverse operation is subtraction. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. 3x equals 21. Divide both sides by 3, and x is 7. Okay, so here's one for you to try. I want you to pause the video and I want you to try this one on your own. Use the example we just followed, see what you remember, see what you can do, then turn the video back on and check it. If you need to correct it, make corrections then. So my first step, I distributed, and I got x minus 6x plus 30 equals 2x plus 4x minus 80. Then I combined like terms. I got negative 5x plus 30 equals 6x minus 80. I had a variable on both sides of the equal sign, so my smallest one was a negative 5. The inverse to that would be adding 5, so plus 5x plus 5x. That gave me 30 equals 11x minus 80. Then I had this two-step equation, and I ended up with x equals 10. If you missed anything, correct it, fix it. If you have any questions, ask them.